Dangers of junk food. Read the text above and fill in the gaps with correct words given below. TV advertisements for junk food look very appealing. Junk foods are low in nutrition value but high in calories. Pop music and junk food have become global culture. The increase of junk food is directly associated with an increase in obesity. Children who are used to taking junk food are likely to become violent later in life. Junk food is very harmful to health. Next, read the passage and find words, 8 words from the following and write their meanings. Decay, remove, eradicate. Microorganisms, very small living things that you can see under a microscope. Very small living things that you can only see under a microscope. Grocery, a shop that sells food and other things used in the home. Nutritious, containing many of the substances needed for life and growth. Cafe, a small restaurant selling light meals and drinks. Cholesterol, a type of fat found in your blood. Hyperactive, abnormally or extremely active. Distracted, having one's thought or attention drawn away. Read the passage and write true, false. Junk food advertisements on television do not attract us. False. An increase in junk food is directly associated with an increase in tooth decay. True. Children these days drink coke more than fruit juice. True. If pregnant women eat junk food, they can give birth to fat children too. Noodles are junk food. True. Read the text again and answer the following questions. Name some places where junk foods are easily available. The some places where junk foods are easily available are grocery stores, department stores, and fast food restaurants. How is junk food defined? Junk food is defined as pre-prepared or packaged food that has low nutritional value. Despite being aware of the disadvantages of junk foods, why do we eat them? Despite being aware of the disadvantages of junk foods, we eat them because they have high satisfactory value. How can you say that junk food has become a global culture? People are too busy in their day-to-day lives. They are always feeling tense to manage their time. In this context, junk food has become a global culture of people. What are the two major problems with junk food? Increase in obesity and heart disease are the two major problems with junk food. Do you agree that junk food should be banned? Yes, I do. Next, grammar. Lakshmi Prasad Devkota could have lived longer if he didn't hadn't smoked so heavily. Lakshmi Prasad Devkota could have lived longer if he hadn't smoked so heavily. We won't go swimming if it rains raining. We won't go swimming if it rains. If Dolma had cooked dinner, it would be chicken and rice. If Dolma cooked dinner, it would be chicken and rice. Whenever Ajay passes by the fridge, he will open it. Whenever Ajay passes by the fridge, he would open it. If Buddha had eaten in the restaurant, he would have been sick. If Buddha had eaten in the restaurant, he would have been sick. If I played football, would play at the school field. If I played football, would play at the school field, would play. The cycle stopped if you hold the brake. The cycle stops if you hold the brake. If you come to my home, will show you my new television. If you come to my home, I will show you my new television. I will show you my new television. How will you go to school if you miss your school bus? How will you go to school if you missed your school bus? If my brother is not ill, he would have been a doctor. If my brother had not been ill, he would have been a doctor. Had not been. Write a short letter to your younger brother or sister asking him or her not to eat junk food because it is harmful to health. यो क्वेसन तपाईहरुको एक्जाममा आउन सक्छ, त्यसैले यो एन्सरलाई तपाईहरु स्क्रिनशट गर्नु अथवा भिडियो पज गरेर लेख्नु होला. म यसको एन्सर भन्दिने मात्र छु. ओके ल हेर्नुहोस्, गणेशपुर 7 रन्तोला. यहाँ तपाईहरु आफ्नो तपाई जहाँ बस्नुहुन्छ त्यो ठाउँको नाम लेख्नु. डडेलधुरा 14 जनवरी 2020. कहिले कुन डेटमा बनाउन आउनुभएको त्यो डेटको नाम लेख्नु. डियर राजको ठाउँमा अरु पनि नाम लेख्दा हुन्छ. हाउ आर यु? आई होप एभ्रिथिङ इज अलराइट. Now I am writing to you to make you aware of dangers of junk food. I am worried about your growing interest in junk food. As it has high satisfactory value, many people consume it. But consumption of junk food is harmful to our health. An increase in junk food is directly associated with an increase in obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, certain types of cancer, and tooth decay. Fats from junk food trigger the brain to want more food. This effect can last for several days. Additives and preservatives such as common food dyes can cause children to become more hyperactive and easily distracted than usual. If children eat junk food regularly, it is likely to lead them to violent behavior later in life. Finally, I want to suggest you to avoid junk food immediately with the someone with the couple with the any body names. यहाँ सक्नुहुन्छ लिटर यहाँ हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ लिटर यो लिटर पनि तपाईँहरूले याद हुनु जरुरी छ किनभने यो लिटर पनि तपाईँहरूको इक्जाममा के हुन सक्छ आउन सक्छ तपाईहरु यो लिटर पनि के गर्नु पढ्नु ल आजको लागि यति नै बाँकी अर्को भिडियोमा यदि तपाईहरुलाई यो भिडियो अलिकति भए पनि राम्रो लागेको भने मेरो भिडियोलाई लाइक शेयर कमेन्ट र सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला तपाईहरु मेरो भिडियोलाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु हुन्न त्यसकारणले मलाई मोटिभेट मिलिरहेको छैन लाइक नगरिदिनु होला मलाई प्रब्लम छैन तर सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला कमेन्ट नगरिदिनु होला मलाई प्रब्लम छैन सब्स्क्राइब चाहिँ गरिदिनु होला हुन्छ ल यस्तै अमेजिङ भिडियोको लागि क्लास 8 को अमेजिङ भिडियोको लागि क्लास 8 को इंग्लिश नेपाली सबै विषयको एक्सरसाइज चाहियो भने तपाईहरु कमेन्ट बक्समा लेख्न सक्नुहुन्छ ल आजको लागि दिने बाँकी अर्को भिडियोमा